G'day ladies and gentlemen, we are Callum
and Ben
from Abacus Productions and welcome to the Second Chance Cinema.
Here at the Second Chance Cinema, we love nothing more than to give movies with a bad reputation one final opportunity to bask in cinematic greatness.
If a film succeeds, we'll place it on the shelf of redemption so that people can finally recognise its true quality.
If a film fails, we will send it back through the portal to movie hell, never to be seen again.
Grab some snacks, sit down and get comfortable.
The show is about to begin.
Seeing as tomorrow is Halloween here in Australia, we thought we would cover a movie in the horror genre for this episode.
Yeah, if you can really call this horror, it's more of a horror comedy, but let's not get too technical. So, what is it we're talking about today, Cal?
I'm really glad you asked. We're going to be talking about Kevin Smith's Yoga Hosers. Now, we know what you lovely viewers at home watching are thinking. What the hell is this movie and I've never heard of it?
Well, that's where we come in. We've wanted to watch this for a while because it sounded just insane. The film came out in 2016 and, as we mentioned, was written and directed by Kevin Smith. It stars his daughter, Harley Quinn Smith, Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp, as well as Johnny Depp himself.
The film takes place in the mystical fantasy land of Canada, and stars two convenience store workers who team up with a legendary manhunter to take on an ancient evil presence.
Well, that sounds royally stupid. I imagine it has some pretty low ratings.
And you're right, this film has a 19% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes as well as a 34% audience score, and on IMDb it has a 4.3. And to top it all off, people have said that this is Kevin Smith's defining low point in his career.
Jeez, that's harsh. Well, we're here to determine whether this film deserves the critical and audience bashing it got. So, without further ado, this is Yoga Hosers.
Have you ever heard of any of these production companies?
No.
Is that a bad sign?
Probably, yeah.
Smell on my feet. I'm on your case, I'm in your place. You're doing your father back in place. Step up, sucker, understand. Don't you know that? I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm bad. I'm so bad. Ask me in attention. I'm the man. Alright. We're never on time. We're always sleeping late. Damn it. The important thing is that you tried. Yeah.
These two characters are 15 years old, and I would not be surprised if the two actresses actually sat down and wrote this song in an afternoon, because it sounds like it was written by two teenage girls.
I know, right? Look, I can already tell these two actresses fit their characters perfectly. I mean, what are they going to do next? Make fun of the drummer's nipples?
Look at his cute little nipple.
Oh my god, it won't cover up.
Damn it.
These two brats are Colleen and Colleen, played by Lily Rose Depp and Harley Quinn Smith. If you think of the general stereotype of a 15-year-old girl in 2016, then you get these two.
The two work at the convenience store, the A to Z. Yep. Do you get it? They live in Canada.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I'm not sure you understand the geographical location in which this film is set!
Oh! Canada!
So Colleen's crush Hunter walks into the store with his friend and they invite the girls to a senior party.
You know what wouldn't suck? Colleen and Colleen with me in between.
A senior party?
A senior party?
Is this dude even an actor, or is he just a crazy person that walked on set?
What does Teen Wolf have to do with this?
Oh. So we see the long-haired dude from the store from earlier get killed by a mysterious little figure.
It's ironic that the face of Epic Mealtime is killed by something the size of a sausage.
We see the girls at their yoga class with their instructor played by Justin Long.
Pretentious frog. I only eat grass-fed flies. Dissatisfied customer. I don't like the product you've given me. Atlas shrugged. Atlas shrugged. Lasers from the wrists. Lasers from the wrists. Two-legged dog, and he's in his little push cart, his little makeshift wheelbarrow, and he's pushing himself along.
There is just no way that he didn't improvise all of his lines in this scene.
Anyway, he bestows some of his infinite yoga wisdom on the girls, as he always does. Side note, I love Justin Long. We see the girls trying on outfits for the senior party when Colleen's dad, as well as his lady friend Tabitha, who also happens to manage the store, arrive home.
The dad is your typical dorky dad, but this actor plays the role so perfectly and he's just so fun to watch.
It looks like a Vancouver hockey riot in here.
Where'd all the beaver stuffies going?
Not the beavers. What'd you do, rob them all?
Okay, these little images are getting really annoying. What the hell do they even add apart from introducing the audience to the characters?
Nothing at all. They're really only there to hammer the fact in that these dang young people are always using their phones and their internets, as if this movie doesn't do it enough already.
You live on your phones. You have no idea how to function like normal people in the real world. Well, how about you save your Kardashian sass for your tweets and your Facebookins?
We cut to a history class which serves as nothing more than a giant information dump about the Canadian Nazis and how they came about.
The Canadian Union of Fascists was founded right here, in Winnipeg, by a Manitoban. And over in Quebec, you had the big kahuna of crazy himself, the nuttiest of all nut bars, Adrien Arcan, the self-proclaimed Canadian Führer.
In this trying time,
Adrien Arcan was an anti-Semitic journalist in Montreal who spearheaded a series of fascist political movements in Quebec before the start of World War II.
why are you hungry? Why are you unemployed? Is it, as our ally in Germany, Adolf Hitler tells us, the fault of the Canadian Jew? Yes, it is!
Man, I fucking love Haley Joel Osment. Why aren't people casting him more these days? Hollywood just needs to get over the fact that he's not a kid anymore. He's such a solid actor.
It's a damn shame, man.
The Sûreté du Québec arrested Adrien Arcan.
I've just realised something. This film says it's nothing more than a vanity project for the Depp and Smith families.
Go on.
Okay, so apart from Kevin Smith directing and writing a film that stars his own daughter, it also stars Johnny Depp's daughter, Johnny Depp himself, Kevin Smith himself, Kevin's wife, Johnny's son, the mother of Johnny's children, and Kevin's fucking mother in a cameo!
And I thought Will Smith shoving his kids down our throat was bad, but god damn.
The scene ends just as the teacher tells the class that the evil Nazi scientist, Andronicus Arcane, vanished and has never been seen again.
The girls then meet Guy Laponte, a legendary manhunter. He asks them about the long-haired dude who was killed earlier, as he's trying to solve the mystery behind it. The girls then receive messages from Colleen's father, telling them that they need to work on the night at the senior party. What a tragedy.
The Colleens invite Hunter to the Zed and he brings Gordon with him. Just before this, we find out that there actually was no party and that Hunter and Gordon are Satanists and plan to use the girls as sacrifices. They are unsuccessful though, as they are killed by the same creatures that took out the long-haired man from earlier.
Wait. They're actually sausages? What the fuck is this movie?
Better question is, why am I kind of enjoying it?
The girls fight off the sausage Nazis in a fun and ridiculous scene. The special effects are pretty poor, but let's face it, how do you make these things actually look good? It's fun, cheesy B-movie action. That's not what I meant!
The police arrive on scene and arrest the girls under accusation of killing Hunter and Gordon as there are no other suspects. We then see them in prison where Guy Laponte visits them and tells them that he needs their help to find an ancient evil underground bunker that could be under the Zed.
Wait a second, we're over halfway through this movie, well over halfway through this movie, and I haven't seen Johnny Depp once. I thought he was supposed to star in this thing.
The fuck are you talking about? He's right there.
I see him now! Get him off my screen! I still haven't forgiven him for Wonka! Get him out! Go!
He breaks the girls out of custody and they go back to the store to try and find the passageway, which Colleen actually lied about even existing in the first place. But it turns out the passageway does exist, and they're kidnapped by a very much alive Andronicus Arcane.
He tells them his entire backstory through various celebrity impersonations. As you do? I mean, at least they're good.
So I woke up prematurely from my cryogenic slumber.
I was an artist, you know? And my art was sculpting, you know?
I learned to speak English and do voices by watching every single thing on Netflix.
For the past 6 months, I've been sculpting again, don't you know?
He shows our three heroes his newest masterpiece and tells them of his plan to use it to kill all the art critics in Canada. Man, Kevin Smith really hates critics.
The Bratzies then turn on their creator and kill him when he criticizes them for not following instructions properly. Man, Kevin Smith really hates critics, doesn't he? The girls use their yoga knowledge to defeat their remaining Bratzies, and they become local heroes because of it.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on!
I don't like the product you've given me! Two like a dog in a push cart.
Knockout!
They have another yoga class and then go back to work later that day. The credits start rolling and the girls give us their own rendition of the Canadian national anthem.
Okay, so we made it through this magical Canadian sausage Nazi horror comedy thing. I don't know what to call it, but does it pass or does it fail? Let's find out in the final verdict.
Kaboom, blam! Oh, excuse me again, dear.
Alright, so it's time to discuss this film in a more casual way. We're sitting comfy, we're just loose. It's all good. It's like having a casual chat about a movie with a friend over a cup of tea. Sneaky reference, let's get into it. Okay, so Cal, your first positive.
My first positive, the dad, that little character that you see for all of
5 minutes?
5 minutes? 5-10 minutes?
I don't know how long he's in the movie.
Is hilarious.
He's great.
The actor did a really good job, and look, I can't say too much about him. His lines are funny. Yeah, he's just a really good character. He's fun to watch, and he's just there, and he's in the right amount of time.
Yeah, man. He hams it up. He really hams it up, and it works perfectly. But not spending too much time on it.
What's your first positive?
Alright, my first positive, Justin Long is fucking hilarious.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I know. I often forget how good Justin Long is and how funny he is. But, like, you watch all these yoga scenes, he improvised all of them, obviously. Like, even if it doesn't say anywhere, he definitely did. And it really shows this dude's funny. He is funny, funny, funny. That's all I have to say. Justin Long. Hell yeah.
Alright, so my first negative. A lot of unnecessary characters.
Yeah.
The dad's girlfriend. Unnecessary character.
Don't need her.
Look, I can't name characters right now because I've watched the movie a couple times and you can't just remember the big ones. There's just like characters there for 5 minutes that you don't need.
The gym teacher.
The gym teacher.
The principal.
The principal.
Plenty of others. There's just people that don't need to be there. Just take up time.
Colleen's mum.
It's a short movie and like you're just kind of padding it out with these extra characters, with these extra scenes that are there. They're there for one scene and that's it.
They did not deserve an Instacan. Little image thing.
Instacan.
Putting it out there.
Stupid.
Alright, first negative, go.
My first negative, the dialogue can kind of feel forced. So basic. So basic. That's all I have to say. This basic is this movie's fetch. That's all I've got to say. Just they try to kind of force these catchphrases and shit down your throat. Don't need it. Doesn't feel natural. Get rid of it.
Alright. My next positive is that it is a really good length.
Yeah.
This is another film that runs at about 85 to 90 minutes. I can't remember the exact time. But that works perfectly for this film. If you had it any longer, it just wouldn't have worked. The plotline is so stupid that if it was any longer and drawn out, that there's no way in hell you'd want to keep watching it. You hit that hour and a half mark and you're just like, yep, it's a good film.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a good film, but it's a funny film.
It's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough to be a film.
Yeah. Alright. My next positive, right? My next positive. Paper, looking. The story is ridiculous, but it's a lot of fun. Sausage Nazis, 2 convenience store workers,
Look,
Johnny
Depp in heavy makeup. Oh boy. It's exactly what you'd expect from Kevin Smith. He's an absolute wacko, but he's a wacko in the best ways. We didn't mention it in the scripted part, but this is actually a sequel, kind of, to his 2014 movie Tusk, which we both wanted to watch for ages as well. Never got around to it, but you don't need to watch that to watch this and enjoy it. But yeah, Kevin Smith is... He knows what he's doing a lot of the time, and this story is dumb, and it's good.
A good type of dumb.
Good, dumb, good. Your next negative?
Alright, my next negative. We're going to get away from that. The pacing is incredibly rushed. There's a lot of scenes that last all of 5 seconds that don't make any difference and aren't exactly needed. Yes, if you cut them out, there wouldn't be as much running time. But if you cut them out, you'd still have the exact same story.
Yeah.
That's about a good quarter of the movie is unnecessary scenes and, again, like, unnecessary characters. So, as much as I enjoyed watching the film, there are a lot of scenes I sat there going, I don't need to see this. It's not needed.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, there's always going to be scenes like that in nearly every movie, so...
Yeah, pretty much. But now, when they're in jail, I thought we were about maybe halfway through, and we just are. But I thought, like, wow, this is moving along quick.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. My next negative. Johnny Depp is bad. Again. Oh, man. What a fall from grace this guy has had. Honestly. One of the most promising actors of the 90s, mid-2000s, early 2000s, and he's just... He's not trying anymore. He's really not trying anymore.
He has a couple funny lines.
Yeah.
But they just don't make a performance.
No. Neither does makeup or moles moving around in every scene, which was a funny touch, but no. Yeah. Johnny Depp was bad again. Count that on two for the Johnny Depp was bad in this movie counter. Alright.
So my last positive is that Lily Rose and Harley have amazing chemistry. Now, these two have been friends for years, I don't know the exact time, but they've been friends for a long time, and it really shows. And that makes the film a lot more watchable, because although the characters are quite annoying and like 15-year-old girls,
they can get like that, yeah.
Because they have such good chemistry and get along really well, you believe it so much that you're like, you know what, fuck it, who cares if they're annoying?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's like the 15-year-olds you went to high school with, really, except plus phones. If you're older.
In Canada.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, last point. What is it? It knows exactly what it is, this movie does. It's called Yoga Hosers. It's about sausage Nazis trying to take over Canada and kill art critics. And two convenience store workers are the heroes. And they're 15. And look, if this thing tried to take itself seriously at all, it would be a complete train wreck. And thankfully it doesn't. That's all I have to say. It knows what it is, it knows the tone it's going for, and it nails it. So I think that concludes the final verdict.
I reckon it does. Can't really say too much more.
Yeah.
There's not enough of the movie to say much more.
Alright, so now that we've given it our final thought, we've decided that this film is a pass. Somehow. Yoga Hosers has no right to be this good a film. That's all I can really say about it. It's okay. But it's okay enough that we'd watch it again.
So by some miracle, this film passed. And now we need to decide who's performing another miracle, putting the movie on the also amazing shelf of redemption. Rock, paper, scissors. Let's go. Let's
do it.
I want to do it. It will happen. Rock, paper, scissors! Boom, mate! I'm ready. Feels so good. Cal, you were right.
I hate you.
So that does it for this episode, and we really hope you enjoyed it just as much as we enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun, and this film was actually pretty decent to watch a couple times.
Yeah, it's a fun mess. It's a perfect watch it with your friends over a few beers kind of movie. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment, tell us what you thought, positive or negative thoughts. We're open to criticism, of course. Subscribe to the channel, obviously. Keep seeing more episodes from us. We release them every 2 weeks, unless we're late, which we try not to be. And of course, share it with all your friends and your family and whoever the fuck else you are associated with.
So that's it. Come back in 2 weeks' time, watch us again, and we really hope you enjoyed your stay at the Second Chance Cinema.